Hi guys, this is meant to be a little tutorial on the double strum. Double strum is it's a little kind of rhythmic style of strumming that's been popularized by a lot of acoustic guitar players and especially the Christian artist Shane and Shane. So it would go something like this. That would be the basic double strum, and it works with other time beats like. So there's a lot of variations to it, and it's a fairly versatile thing. You can use it in three count songs, 4 count songs, etc. Wherever, pretty much wherever there's a basic down up pattern in the strum, you can use it. So I'll try and show you a little bit more about how to do that. So for basics, the double strum is at least the way I do it is just this: down, down, up, and really that's all done quickly. So after the down, down, up, you would typically do another down to lead back into a strum. So slowly, down, down, up, down. And then when it goes quickly, you go like. That type of thing. So down, up, down, 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 up, down. Practice that first of all, and it will. That'll be the basic thing. A couple of pointers to note: when you're doing the double strum, you typically want, since your hand will be moving fairly fast, and you'll typically be moving it by turning your wrist instead of moving your whole arm, as you would say like a sweep strum. You'd probably want to kind of dance along the top couple strings. You don't want to make your pick go through the whole thing. You would want to, for example, when I do a double strum here. If you listen closely, I focus only on the lower strings, and I kind of do a tap dance over the strings whenever I do a double strum that way. Another thing to note when if you're starting off with it, this is a fairly thin pick. It's a 0.6, one of the Dunlop gray ones. But if you're starting with a double strum, you want to use a thinner pick. Eventually, you can move higher, but otherwise, it might feel kind of weird trying to like force your way through the strings with a very heavy pick. So try a thinner pick at first, and when you strum, don't worry about hitting everything. Try and just see if you can, even if you only do one string, you can get the same effect. So just kind of like when you practice, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So the more difficult part about the double strum would probably be the timing. At least when I've tried to teach some of my friends before, it usually ends up that they can get the double strum movement pretty easily, but actually fitting it into a song is a little bit harder. So the intuition, I mean, if you just play with it long enough, you'll eventually get it. But the mechanics of how it fits into a song might go a little more something like this. If you count count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the double strum would fit 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. And so it'd be like in between the counts, and a 1, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1, 2. That type of thing. And a little trick as to what I'm doing here. Really, all you're doing is double timing. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 and 1. But you could do 4 and so like 4 and practice that for the mechanics of how to do a double strum. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And so really what this shows is the double strum whenever you put it into a song. It's really just replacing a down up, a one beat. So for example, if I was just do down up, it's basically like the down up timing of a song. If you can start off on a double strum, if you can basically start a little bar with a double strum, then you'll eventually learn to fit it in elsewhere. I wish I knew better how to explain it, but I just kind of messed around with it until it worked. This is other ways to use a double strum. You can use a double strum also and kind of variations on it as well. So you have, I don't know if this is called flat picking or cross pick. No, it's not cross picking, but whatever. When you basically instead of strumming the whole thing, you play individual strings with your pick. You can also use a double strum to help you in that. So typically I see a lot of artists do this, and it gives it a nice feel. Kind of letting the dynamic ebb up and down. You would pick, and then like at the end of a measure or a bar or whatever you call it, double strum and do a full strum, and then lead back into it. So kind of over the sound of this one strum, you have all this kind of picking going on in the background, and the double strum adds a dynamic that leads into it. So like. And that leads into the next thing I was going to show you. So when you do the double strum, it's typically just a very quick movement of the wrist. There's not much up and down motion of the arm, as opposed to strumming, where you see a lot of guitarists do like a really arm heavy motion, where they'll use their arm to bring the hand down, and the pick will go through it. So you'll have like kind of this whipping motion. You don't have that in a double strum. You don't really have that much time. For a double strum, you really just want to rotate your wrist. So if you notice, your arm rotates like so. If you build up forearm muscle, you can eventually go pretty quickly when you rotate your wrist. So like. Yeah, you can't really tell, but I think Shane has a massive forearm, so that might be evidence of why this works. So you can also, as you get better, you can change up your double strum a little more. Instead of just doing down, down, up, down, down, up, and then going back in, you can go down, up, down, up. It sounds the same, but if you can get the down, up working also, you can also extend the double strum just along with things like. As long as you stick to something that fits in the song, like remembering that down up thing. If you go double time, a down up will fit into a down up, and so on. You can kind of stick into a song.